Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the bakery. Today, we're playing a game familiar with and beloved by many. A game well known in this genre of video, Fallout New Vegas. And we'll be seeing, can I beat Fallout New Vegas with only the BB gun? Let's go! We make our character resemble Billy the Kid. I don't really have a reason for it, it just seemed fitting, I guess. We invest a lot into perception and luck. We choose guns, repair, and speech as our tag skills, then the traits good-natured and trigger discipline, and we're off. So the rules for this challenge are simple. Beat Fallout New Vegas with the BB gun. We're obviously playing on very hard. We can take whatever perks and skills necessary to make the gun more useful. We can use any armor. We just can't use any guns other than the BB gun. Now, the ever so slightly improved version of the BB gun, the Abilene BB gun, is located in Fields Shack north of Vegas or some shit. I just skimmed over the notes. But I did see that if I don't take Wild Wasteland, it's much easier to obtain. Because Wild Wasteland makes it so it appears in some well and speaking to Rex is required. Anyway, because of this we begin the journey, straight to Fields Shack. When we reach Fields Shack after only 7 deaths, we grab our holy hand grenade, the Abilene BB gun. Stat time! The Abilene BB gun has a damage of 2 and a DPS of 20. It's considered a silent weapon, but it's still beat out by the silenced 22 pistol. For comparison, the 9mm pistol has a damage of 7 with a DPS of 26. The handgun you're literally given at the beginning of the game does more damage. This BB gun variant does have extra critical strike damage though. Literally, it's only saving grace. There's your exposition, so it's off to Vegas. I spend 30 minutes doing what I do every single time I play this game, which is trying to remember where the gate to Freeside is. It all looks the same, just like Asia. When we make it to Freeside, we immediately reach Mickey and Ralph Wiggum to sell all our other, superior weapons. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I found combat armor on a dead caravan, how lucky. Anyway, we sell all our weapons for some cash, then play blackjack to be able to pass the Vegas credit check. That's why we put a 10 in luck. This gets us kicked out of the casino and a cool level 2. Where I invest in guns and speech and then choose the Swift Learner perk for XP boosts. On the way to the strip, we get to fight an unsuspecting thug. Holy shit! That extra critical strike damage is putting in way more work than I thought. When we reach the gate to the strip, the Securitron says he's gonna have to rummage through our prison pocket. To which I found we only have 3/4 of what we need. Back to selling my body it is. In reality, we just sell some more things, have our manhood violated, and head to the strip. Immediately, I think you know where we're going. The tops, baby. Wow, those lights are nauseating. I had planned to give your mom, also known as Dexter Deshawn, also known as Chandler Bing, a taste of his own medicine. But the BB gun, a literal child's toy, is apparently lethal enough to score being stashed by the desk man. So now we need to show everybody how a real silver tongue licks a kitty. Chandler Bing says his iconic line.
What in the goddamn?
Then we tell him I'm not interested in alone time with him in his bedroom. We exit the conversation to find just talking to the guy netted us 2 levels. I'm sure you can deduce what I invested in. Anyway, we can't collect our weapons the easy way, so I wonder if we could do it the hard way. By eliminating the entirety of the Tops Casino. It did not work. So instead, I realized the quest marker is actually to find Yes Man. That makes things so much easier. Is it really a surprise I'm choosing Yes Man? Shortest and easiest quests. What's your favorite Fallout faction? Tell me in the comments. Personally, I like the Enclave. Anyway, he tells us we're taking over the Strip. Sounds spectacular. The first step is visiting Benny to get the platinum chip, meaning we're going to the fort, where Caesar lives. No, I'm not saying his name like Caesar. That's stupid. It's pronounced Caesar. This is a lot of walking. What's your guys' favorite radio station in the games? Personally, the Old World Blues station has my favorite songs, but Three Dog on GNR is my favorite disc jockey. When we reach the fort, we have to give up our BB gun again, but we meet with Caesar and he gives us the platinum chip. Nice and easy. Unfortunately, Caesar is a spoiled bitch who won't let us leave with the chip until we do something about the Securitron vault. We speak with Mr. House inside the vault, where all we say is goodbye and we get berated for it.
Goodbye? Is that some kind of joke? You barely understand what I want you to accomplish down there.
So it's time to reconnect the Securitrons. Our BB gun shows us how hard it's trying to be a good weapon, and I gotta say, it's doing a damn good job actually. Way better than I was expecting anyway. Oops. We find the Securitrons, reconnect them, crucify Chandler because I hate friends, then get back to Yes Man and brag to him while twirling our hair and kicking our feet. Then, we're off to eliminate Mr. House. It's as easy as taking a baby from a candy. We open up his cocoon to find Joe Biden staring back at us, where we really blow his mind. Makes up for the corporate hell we experienced last video. We speak to Yes Man, then get to see him stick his plug into Mrs. House's socket, where a brand new baby man is born. Yes Man then shows us the presentation Mr. House had planned for us. Groovy. Now that that's out of the way, it's time to make contact with the different groups of the Mojave. We start off with the strip houses. These being. Friends is stuck in my head now. Anyway, these are the Omertas at Gomorrah and the White Glove Society at the Ultralux. One trades slaves and the other is a group of cannibals. Naturally, we'll tell Yes Man they're of no use to our awesome might, and we'd like to leave them be. After this, we make our way to 188 Trading Post to grab our donkey, then to Hidden Valley, where Ranch was first discovered, to contact the Brotherhood of Steel.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake.
You can leave now, Veronica. You've just exhausted your one and only use. I like this chapter of the Brotherhood, so they can live. After this, we go see the cons. Just the same, we're gonna say they can live, and all that's left is the groomers. The boomers. I spend a solid 15 minutes getting past the artillery, but eventually we make it up to the gate, to the bewildered astonishment of their quote-unquote crack shot. Who the hell appointed this guy? Then they take us to sweet Mother of Pearl! It's Mother Pearl! We speak to her and learn she's like a female explosive Tarzan, in the sense she hasn't seen an outsider since she was a child. Anyway, now we can tell Yes Man we're going to ignore everybody, after he makes snide remarks about our decisions on all the groups.
Okay, consider them forgotten, along with projections that predict they'll be our biggest enemy. Forgotten!
He tells us President Barack O'Kimball is going to be assassinated and to do something about it. I respond with, I don't give a shut up, and move on to the next phase in our plan, jump-starting El Dorado substation, to provide plenty of power to the Lucky 38 and, in turn, the Strip as a whole. The substation is currently under NCR control, and because of Yes Man, they don't really like us too much right now. So, while hidden, we enter the substation, then have to hurry and do what we do to utilize as much of the time before they become hostile. We're successful, easiest mission we've had so far, and we leave unscathed. Then, we report our success to Yes Man, and he tells us it's time for the Battle of Hoover Dam. But my speech is only at 68. I knew I should have been investing in that instead of guns. Son of a bitch. I create a hard save before the battle just in case, then we head off. When we reach the dam, and the game crashed. Anyway, as I was saying, our plan is to power the Securitrons at Fortification Hill to wipe out the Legion and NCR. Now, as we move through this, let me present you with some Mancakes trivia. I've never beaten this game. I've played it about 20 times, but I've never beaten it. I would either get bored, or the 2 times I tried to finish it, at the Hoover Dam, the game crashed and the save became corrupted. So we'll see what happens. To be fair, I did have a ton of mods installed, so it shouldn't have that problem this time since we're playing vanilla. I hope you enjoyed that bit of Mancake's lore, because we install the override chip and activate our sleeping Securitrons, and we're trapped in the control room by 2 power-armored NCR. They kill us, then I realize we have a Securitron with rockets behind us, so we let him absolutely decimate them. We get some nifty new threads, power our babies again, flip the manual override power lever thingy, and get the hell out of Dodge. It's time to meet the man, the myth, the legend, Legate Lanius. I was expecting more than one Securitron we've got backing us, so after dying a few times, we bring some of the Praetorians outside the Legate's camp to be humbled by our platoon of Securitrons. Then, after a few attempts of fighting Lanius straight up, it isn't happening. So I spend a long time looking for a way to cheese him. As luck would have it, I somehow managed to find a way to jump a gate to get outside of the Legate's camp. Utilizing this so I don't soft lock myself, I create a separate hard save. And I realize Lanius can use the closed gate that we can't. So as long as I can hit him while near that gate, I can lure him outside to my Securitron platoon. So that's exactly what we do. Then the Legate decides to edge our Securitrons, and it's just a matter of waiting until he lets them goon. Then, after they kill the Legate, what a very interesting way to kill him. Finding that exploit means we really must have 10 luck. For some reason, the quest doesn't count. I'm assuming because we weren't in the intended quest area. So, this is controversial, but I enter a command to move on to the next step. The Legate was killed in a vanilla way, not my fault, there wasn't a collision above the gate. After making our way back into the camp and up to the gate, General Oliver busts in with his band of brothers and he glazes us hard.
Some kind of thumb of God you called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing.
Then our army intimidates him and we tell him to fuck off. He doesn't take too kindly to that and gets obliterated by our troops. After that, we speak to Yes Man, and that's the end of the game. My first time beating it, in fact. If you're wondering why the end cutscene looks like this, by the way, it's because of my FOB. You're actually just sitting in, like, a theater. That means we've officially beaten Fallout New Vegas with only a BB gun. That challenge was honestly significantly easier than I expected. While the way I dealt with Legate might be controversial, ultimately I did do it vanilla, albeit in an exploitative way. The only reason I used a command is because the game didn't count the Legate's death, so the command was only to advance the game to the next quest stage. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This run was way shorter than I expected, so I'd totally be up to doing it again, or just, you know, doing this game again. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, so as always, have a fantastic day.